While the national media spent this entire week trying to convince the country that Tuscaloosa is collapsing under phantom injury rumors, something massive just broke behind closed doors. On August 13th, Kalen DeBoer ran a closed scrimmage that completely flipped this quarterback race upside down. Keelon Russell and Mack are no longer running side by side, and the numbers leaking out prove the TV talking heads were looking the wrong way the entire time. But before you jump into the comments, watch this until the end, because the data tells a wild story. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get right into it. Look, we all know how the national pundits operate every single August. The moment Nick Saban stepped away, the major television networks practically rushed to write the obituary for Alabama football. They claimed the dynasty was dead, the locker room was divided, and the offense would stumble out of the gate in the new SEC. But what if I told you that while the outside world was busy celebrating our supposed downfall, Kalen DeBoer was quietly staging an absolute masterclass right under their noses? Let's look at the facts that just broke out of Tuscaloosa. According to high-profile reporting from Pete Nakos at On3 Sports, sources who directly watched the closed-door August 13th scrimmage confirmed that the battle between Mack and Keelon Russell is finally showing undeniable separation. For weeks, the media tried to paint this as a sluggish, unresolved controversy that would tear the locker room apart. But is that what actually happened on that practice field, or was that just the convenient story they wanted everyone to believe? Let's break down what the reporting actually revealed. Mack did exactly what a steady, experienced quarterback is expected to do. He protected the ball, ran the script cleanly, and showed command of the playbook. But when the pocket broke down and the plays went off schedule, it was Keelon Russell who took over the entire afternoon. One insider who watched the scrimmage went on record describing Russell's performance with one specific word: a total stud. When your own teammates start speaking out publicly, you know something special is happening behind closed doors. Alabama tight end Marshall Pritchett was asked about Russell, and he did not hold back. Pritchett publicly described the young quarterback as dynamite in a bottle, praising his electric arm talent and his rare ability to make defenders miss in space. Now think about that for a second. Why would an established tight end praise a young quarterback so openly if this race was still completely deadlocked? Now, let's be totally fair and look at the realistic side of this, because I am not crowning anyone a Heisman winner in August. We know Russell only appeared in 2 games back in 2025. In that brief window, he went 11 for 15 passing, putting up 143 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. Yes, it is a small sample size, and nobody is pretending that blowing out a non-conference opponent is the same thing as surviving a hostile night in Knoxville or Baton Rouge. But doesn't that poise under pressure show you that the bright lights do not rattle this kid? Then we have to address the massive financial angle that the television networks love to exploit. You have Mack sitting on a projected name, image, and likeness valuation of roughly $2.2 million, while Keelon Russell is holding a reported $2 million valuation of his own. That means over $4 million in commercial value is tied up inside one single position room. The national critics were practically salivating, predicting that whoever lost the starting job would immediately cause a mutiny inside the building. But do you honestly believe a coach like Kalen DeBoer makes football decisions based on NIL checks? DeBoer's entire track record at Washington and Fresno State proves the exact opposite. He does not care about outside noise, media rankings, or marketing contracts. He plays the guy who converts 3rd and long when the defense brings an all-out blitz. And when DeBoer stepped up to the microphone directly after the scrimmage, his words were extremely telling. He stated publicly that both quarterbacks improved as the scrimmage went along, but he added a crucial phrase: Alabama feels significantly closer to making a final decision. Why drop that clue right now? Because with the season opener against East Carolina on September 5th creeping closer by the day, Deboer knows he cannot afford a divided huddle. You have to hand the keys to the offense to the player who can raise the ceiling of this entire program. With an offensive line that is still finding its rhythm and chemistry, do you want a stationary passer, or do you need a dynamic playmaker who can escape trouble and turn a broken play into a 60-yard touchdown? And right as the momentum swung toward Russell, notice how quickly the outside noise tried to invent another crisis to distract everyone. Earlier this week, wild rumors exploded across rival message boards, claiming that sophomore star wide receiver Lotarier Brooks had been spotted in a walking boot after Monday's practice. Rival fans were practically celebrating in the streets, claiming Alabama's passing attack was finished before Week 1 even started. But what happened when journalists actually verified the situation? There was literally zero photographic proof, zero official medical confirmation, and by Tuesday morning, Lotarier Brooks was right back on the field, running full-speed routes with the first-team offense. It was pure smoke, built out of thin air by people terrified of what this offense looks like when everyone is healthy. When you look at the timing of that fake injury rumor dropping on the exact same day Russell dominated the scrimmage, doesn't it make you wonder who is really sweating this season? Let's connect all the pieces of the puzzle. The wide receiver room is completely healthy. Deboer has zeroed in on his explosive playmaker, and the offense is building lethal momentum while the national media looks the other way. The critics thought Alabama would quietly fade away, but Tuscaloosa is loading up for another championship run. So, now I want to ask you, the real Alabama family, are you rolling with the steady consistency of Austin Mack, or is Keelon Russell's explosive ceiling exactly what we need to shock the SEC? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so you never miss what is really happening inside Tuscaloosa, and I will see you in the next one. Roll Tide!